Today is November 23rd, 2016. Tomorrow is going to be Thanksgiving, and I guess I'll make a trip down to my brother and do Thanksgiving with him tomorrow. But anyway, I wanted to give a quick update on the garden. I think 3 days ago we got our first temperatures around 30 degrees, just below freezing. And I haven't done anything in the garden much since then. But I thought, well, today I came out and picked a few green tomatoes and any red tomatoes and peppers, a number of peppers, and about 5 gallons worth so far. I probably have another, by the time I get done, I'll probably have another 5 gallons of green tomatoes. Half of those will, go to compost, and some of those will hopefully turn red. Let's do a quick update and give you, we're now into the winter garden, I guess. I guess that's what you'd call it, even though I don't think it's quite winter yet, but it's a full fall garden for sure. Okay, here we go. So, as you can see, the gas meter plot as the squash are gone. I'll clean this up in the next few days, and I'll actually try and plant some garlic in here. It's kind of late, but maybe it'll take root. Maybe it'll wait till next spring. So you can see I did remove that. There was a trellis right here, which I removed, and you can see these were actually meant to be potatoes, but tomatoes started, and anyway, I doubt if I get anything in a number of these buckets, but it's been fun. And you can see the devastation of a little bit of cold weather. The tomato plants, even though I still got, as you can see, that one's probably, that one's going to rot because you can see how it's frozen. But I'll put that in compost. So a lot of these green tomatoes are done for, but that's okay. I've got so many. So here, let you see what the devastation looks like. You see the okra has finally even though I still have one flower, look at that. It wants to come back. See the potatoes, how the potato plants have died back totally. Now if I could put this in the greenhouse, it would probably come back for a while, another month or two, until it got really cold. Okay, so that's the fall breakdown of things. And again, you can see how things are going. And let me show you real quick the buckets. Now half of these tomatoes aren't going to make it, but then look, well, that's not good. That one may make it. And then I've got a number of peppers and cucumbers. I've actually got a fridge full of cucumbers. Now what I did do, which you may be interested in, is after the first frost, I decided to bring a couple of the potatoes into the greenhouse. So I've got 4 little potato buckets in here, and they'll probably do for another month of growth. If the sun's out, it gets very, very hot actually in there. Anyway, there's the greenhouse. Now it's interesting to note I've had some leaves. Now this is just the leaves falling on their own. But look, you see how the garlic is still green and going well? And look at the onions. Very nice looking. So you could cut these green onions and eat them. But look at the peppers. Now I've already gone through and picked the peppers. Peter Piper picked a pickled peppers? Is that it? Anyway, how many pecks of pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? But anyway, that's the end of it's time to rip these up. So I'll rip these up. And I've already cut, now this is where I picked my tomatoes, right in here. The 5 gallons or 4 gallons I've already picked were from this side. So I've done a few of these tomato plants, and down here I picked those. But look, even though it's got below 30, the onions are still looking. And look at that mustard. So the mustard is just going bonkers. Oh, but look. You see that? That was a green bean. So the green beans definitely, that answers that question. The green beans will not take any cold. I thought they might take a little cold. But I know peas would have actually been still thriving. It takes a lot colder to get them knocked out. But look, all the peppers are gone. And you might remember I had some bean fence here. I mean, this is where I had the beans growing, right in here. You know, the pole beans. Now, you can see I made some, I took 3 of my tomato cages and put them in a circle, and then I put some, I think that's 32 inches high, 2x4, whatever, fencing around it to kind of keep the, so I'm going to fill this with leaves. I've already put some in there, not that much, but a little bit. And in the process, I put these leaves that were in here and there, and I actually put a hole. I hate to say it, I put a hole in my little pool, wading pool. Okay, you can see I may have started a little bit late on the mustard, but we'll see. I mean, it's called a green manure, so does that mean that it grows all winter? We'll find out. And then you can either eat it, you can either eat the mustard, or either you can dig it into the ground as a manure, say in February, and then in March you have a fertilized plot. Anyway, that's what I understand. So this is how things are looking. So I still have a few things growing. It looks like the leeks are doing fine. Now, leeks will make great soup, so when I get around to doing some more soups, I'll come and get a leek or two. And then there's some garlic in here and onions. Okay, that's kind of it. I think that's enough for I think that's enough for a garden update. Now I got to clean up my garden, as you can tell. I'll take all the tomato plants and put them in a heap in the backyard. Either I'll burn them, or I'll just leave them there for a few years and let them become compost. A lot of people say to burn them because of the possible, I guess, leaf rot or whatever they call that, when it's blight, I think they call it. Possible blight you might get from tomatoes, but anyway, we'll see. I'll probably just put them in a stack and leave them for a few years, but I might burn them, who knows. We'll figure that out as the months go by. Okay, I hope you guys have a fantastic Thanksgiving. As you can see, it's kind of an overcast day. I would call this a gray day, the day before Thanksgiving. The temperature isn't too bad at the moment, but tonight is supposed to again get down to 30. So any tomatoes that I hope to salvage, I need to pick right now. And in a couple more weeks, I'll give you an update on what the garden's looking like, and by then I should have all these tomatoes bushes taken down, and my hedge of tomatoes will be gone. But it looks like I may have still some marigolds going still, so that's kind of neat. As I look around, I'll take a photo of it from this side and put it at the front of this video. Okay, God bless you guys. Love ya. Bye-bye now.